And you're back to Prime Morning. My name is Elsie, and I hope that you're getting interactive with us on all our social media platforms. If you haven't, it's not too late to go onto Facebook. We are live on Facebook. It is Joy Prime without the TV. Before we get into the conversation, a huge thank you to Nutri Snacks Oat Digestive for holding us down. Like I always say, if you are going on a diet, you don't want to eat anything heavy, but you want to enjoy something delicious at the same time, all you have to do is to go straight for Nutri Snacks Oat Digestive. It is full of fiber, it is full of vitamins, and it's perfect for you. So that is a great option for those of you that want to go on a very healthy and strict diet. Now let's get started to today's conversation, or this particular conversation. Now, the national level quiz competition for senior high schools that is based on science and mathematics is here again. Yes, and just so you know, it has been in existence since 1993. So for 30 solid years, we have been experiencing and seeing how wonderful our various senior high schools have been doing exceptionally well in science and math through this competition. We've seen various schools who have won throughout the years, and it's been amazing seeing how old boys and old girls are always rallying behind the schools. It's always very, very exciting. But you know, it's been 30 years, and the competition has seen 3 different quiz mistresses. But I have seated with me the current one, who has been the quiz mistress since 2006, Professor Elsie Kaufmann. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing very, very well.
Good.
I'm seated to Professor Wright is the managing director of Prime Time Limited. Now, they have been producing the National Science and Math Quiz since it began in 1993. So yes, right from the beginning, they've got nowhere. And she is in the person of Akua Mensah Bunsu. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Right. Let me start with you, Akua. Prime Time has been doing this since 1993, right from the beginning.
Right.
It hasn't changed. It hasn't been to anybody else, no other company. Yeah. Doing this for 30 straight years. Tell us about how that achievement makes your company feel.
We're really excited that we've been able to do 30 years of this. Coincidentally, Prime Time is also 30 years old this year. So Prime Time turned 30 in January, and the NSMQ this October.
Right.
Will be 30 years of this October. And we're really excited because running a TV program for 30 years is very unusual, actually. And if you look at the fact that it's an independent production, it's nothing short of a miracle.
And it's actually the longest running independent TV show.
Yes.
The longest running?
The longest running, yes.
Wow.
So it's a major achievement, and we are really excited that we are here at this time. Yes.
Professor, yes, you joined in 2006. Prior to that, when you would see the competition, I know that you were following. Definitely you were following. Or you weren't following? You No, really? Okay, so let's just come to being a part.
In 1993, I was not even in Ghana. I was away somewhere.
Okay.
I showed up in Ghana in 2001. I was minding my business. I don't watch much TV usually, and so you have to forgive me if I was not watching.
We'll pardon you for that. But then you joined in 2006.
I did.
Yes. So right from 2006 up to date, tell us how your journey has been being the quiz mistress on NSMQ.
Oh, it's been an amazing experience, considering that I didn't know much about it from the beginning.
Yes.
And then joining, the opportunity to interact with these bright young people every year, that's just been amazing. And then to see them grow up. I have some of my mentees from the early days who are now medical doctors, engineers. They are all over Ghana. When I meet them, I have such a good time with them. And it's been amazing. It's been an amazing experience. I've also, I think it's kept me excited about science and math. You know, I'm very interested in education.
Yes.
This is also part of the reason why I have kept going in that direction. Yes. So it's been a very good experience.
Right. And okay, let's come to some of the innovations over time that has helped running NSMQ over the years.
Right. A number of them, too numerous to come, but I'll look at a few of them. One of them is, adapting the whole program, changing the format, because the NSMQ you see now is not what was there even in 2012 when we relaunched. The structure of the competition has changed. We have the speed race in round 2, which was started in 2016. When we began, it began as 32 schools. Yeah. So 16 in southern sector, 16 northern sector.
Yeah.
Yes, and then in '96 it was merged as one national competition. So that was the first one. And then we had the change of the structure and the relaunch when we came back in 2012. The expansion in 2 years from 40 schools to 135 schools at the national championship.
Yeah.
Quantum leap. And then that brought about the regional qualifiers. So now we started going round to the regional capitals and having these regional qualifiers, contests, to select the people or the schools that would qualify to come to Accra for the competition. We had the other quiz mistresses coming in 2016 to help Professor Kaufmann because because the program grew exponentially in a really short time. Right. So that meant a whole lot more contests. Instead of doing 40 contests, we were moving up to first 67 and then to 76, which is what we do now. Now, the past 2 years, we've been doing 3 extra contests. That's 79. That's a whole lot of work. Imagine doing 3 contests per day, 6 days a week for about a month. Wow. That's a lot of work. A lot of people don't realize how much really goes into
Professor Elsie is just shaking that, and I'm about to ask her. She
needed help on that side. Yes. We have the substitution, which seems like something really small, but has changed a lot of contests. We didn't have substitution in during the contest before 2018, I suppose.
Okay.
Or 2019, before 2019. And now that we have it, you see that sometimes the substitute comes on and changes the dynamics of the contest. That's exactly what we were hoping for, to bring in a little more suspense.
So it's actually planned, it's expected. So you sat down to plan that's how you want it.
Yes, because we're always looking at ways of making the program interesting, refreshing the program. You don't want to be stagnant. I think one of the key reasons why we've lasted this long, and in our 30th year, we are still expanding, and other schools are now coming in. The private schools are coming in this year. It's because we have kept the program fresh. Yeah. Every time we're always looking at ways of making things interesting. Now we have the finals at the National Theatre this year. We haven't been there since 2019 because of COVID and the movements around, but we are back at the National Theatre. Some of the innovations are really small, or they look small, but the impact is big. For example, we have the band, the brass band that plays the school anthem. So imagine how proud you feel when you're standing up on stage and they are singing your school's anthem because of you. That's amazing. And everybody else
will ginger you up more.
Exactly.
It will encourage you, motivate you.
Exactly.
It will give you that fire, that morale.
Exactly. So we've done a lot of things to change it, and we are constantly changing and looking at ways in which we can improve the program. So there's more to come.
Professor Elsie, let's come to the whole changes and everything. I mean, since you joined, being a part and experiencing all the changes and all that, and seeing that you're about to be a part of the celebration of NSMQ being 30. Tell us how it all feels like, combining all of that together.
it's incredible that a program like this can go for 30 years. There are some technical things that people don't realize. You know, the study, the foundation and concepts in science and math haven't changed that much in the 30 years.
Okay.
And so if we can engage you with our technical content for 30 good years, you have to know that somebody is working very hard in the background.
Right.
Yes. There have been complaints about the questions not being application-based enough, but if you analyze the questions from the beginning, when I first joined in 2006, and the kind of questions we are now asking these young people and they are able to answer, you'll be amazed. Most people just look at it at the surface level,
yeah.
but a lot of thought goes into it. And so to use the same concept and make it fresh every single year, it's a lot of work. And it's getting harder and harder, but we still do it.
No, every time you're on there and you're asking the questions, one thing I wonder is, okay, definitely you would have the answers already, but then when these students are on there and then they are doing the calculations and then they are writing all that, when you are following, is it very easy for you to tell that, yeah, what they are doing is absolutely, totally and completely wrong, you're doing it the wrong way, you're doing it the right way, without necessarily going through whatever you've been given as a comparison, like the answers?
This question is actually quite interesting to me. It seems like people forget that I was a science student. I went through the basic sciences in Ghana here. I left Ghana, went and continued studying. I studied science. I went to engineering school for 4 years for my undergraduate degree. I did 2 years of master's. I did a PhD. I have a PhD in bioengineering, and you still think I shouldn't be able to answer the high school questions? Does that make sense? Yeah. I've been teaching engineering since 2003, 2004. I was teaching physics before that at the University of Ghana. So it should be possible for me to look at these questions and know whether they are right or wrong.
So they don't even have to give, the organizers don't even have to give you like, okay, this is what we are expecting the student to do. You're already seated there, you know what you're expectant.
We put a lot of effort into preparing for this. And I want to say hello to my consultants. There are 4 subject consultants. They set the questions, and we sit down as a team to moderate. We read each and every single question.
Right.
We argue about the answer. We decide which questions will work and which ones will not. I reject questions. I accept questions. Yes. Yes. And so by the time I come to sit there, it's not just a time for me to decide what the answer is.
Right.
We have already agreed what the answer is supposed to be. And why we have reworded the question, we have thought about it, we have gone through it. It's an incredible amount of time we spend on this, right? So every contest, so Akua was mentioning 76 contests. Do you know how long it takes to get that ready?
Wow.
Yes. Wow. And we need to change the questions every time, because otherwise the students get bored. The questions we used to ask in 2006, if we brought them today, the contestants will complain, their teachers will complain that we are insulting their intelligence. So we work a lot on the technical part of the program, and yes, we work very hard to make sure it happens.
A lot goes into it, and a lot really does go into it. But Professor Elsie, someone has a question for you.
All right.
Yes, one of our director actually, he says to ask you that if a car is running at a speed of 30 kilometers per hour, what is the probability of the car having an accident?
Oh.
My try to make Busan, I will say the way, you know, Professor Elsie would say. You know, did I try? Try, right? The way Professor Elsie would ask it.
Yes, 30 kilometers per hour.
Yes.
In which zone, please?
Director, please, in which zone?
On the motorway,
because
while it's raining.
Like, you are leaving me here in the hands of Professor Elsie. Please, I can't continue. Because I want to have my peace of mind. I want to have my peace of mind. But then, okay, you know, viewers, if you have any questions for Professor Elsie, please send them. And let's ask her.
This is a question I will reject. It will not even make it to the program.
Right. So, here, coming to you, 30 years, what should we expect? What are the preparations towards the celebration?
Well, we are about to start. We launch tomorrow at the Nat Hall at 3 p.m. It will be streamed live on all our social media platforms, and it will be live on Joy News. So
yes,
everybody can tune in and see what's going to happen. We're going to be doing the balloting at the launch so that the schools know who they are meeting at the prelims. As I mentioned, we have some private schools joining in for the first time. We've had one or two coming in over the years, but this is the first time they are coming as an organized group. And in subsequent years, we are hoping that more of them will come on board so that the program becomes even more national in character. So it's not just national because geographically everybody is situated somewhere, but because the private and public schools have come together on the same platform. We are going to Kumasi for the prelims to the semi-finals, and then we have the finals at the National Theatre on 24th October. So
was the venue balloted on?
No,
it wasn't. So why Kumasi?
Well, we've been to Kumasi two previous times.
Okay.
And we've had a good time over there. This time we decided to split so that we have the national, the grand finale at the National Theatre.
Yeah.
We've missed being at the National Theatre, and there are a lot of practical reasons why we'd like to do it.
Right. Would one of the things that maybe you put into consideration be crowd? Crowd
and crowd control.
Crowd control, yes, because
it's a much bigger space.
Exactly.
And yes, but when you enter the National Theatre during the NSMQ grand finale, the ambience is out of this world. You have to be there to experience it. It's like being in the stadium. It's like being in a stadium. You have to be there to experience it, and that's what we want to bring back to the fans.
It would be lovely.
We have a lot that we are going to be doing that will be interesting. So watch out. There are new prizes. We have Goyle on as partner sponsor now.
Right.
So there's a new prize that's called the Double Champion, the Good Energy Double Champion Award. Since we started the regional championship in 2019, every winner has been a regional champion. So we are taking that for granted, but it's not easy to win your region's championship and go forward to win the national championship as well. So if you're able to do that double champion, there's something for you this year. So the regional and zonal champions, over to you.
Wow.
We started something different this year as well, so I'll take the opportunity to explain it. We decided that we had to do something about the regional and zonal champions. So to elevate and make the regional and zonal champions even more competitive and interesting, the unseeded schools that win the regional championship are going straight into the 1/8 and skipping the prelims if they are unseeded, yes. Because if you are able to beat all the seeded schools in your region, you deserve to start where they are starting from and not go to the prelims. So this year, that's the difference. So we have 3 schools like that. We have GSTS in Takrade. We have Tamale Islamic Science Senior High School. And then we have Kumasi Anglican, who are the 3 schools that are starting this. So they are going straight into the 1/8, and it's also giving room for us to promote some regional top runners up at the regional level to join to make up the number 108 for the prelims. So that's something new. This
year is going to be very exciting. Yes. All boys and all girls are really getting geared up for this celebration. And my Gehe girls, please. Anyways, before we get to Wesley girls, Nathaniel Atto has a message for you.
So does he?
Please tell Nane here and her team to put St. Augustine's College on a separate list on their roll of honor because St. Augustine's is the only institution to have won their only West African edition.
Noted.
Okay.
Hey, noted. Okay. Nathaniel. So there you have. Nanekia says noted, so something will be done about it. Nanekia, thank you so much. Professor Kaufmann, thank you so much. Before you go, what do you want to say to people who watch you and love you every single time they see you?
Oh, thank you so much for following us, for the support, the goodwill over all these years. Keep enjoying the program, and we will continue doing what we can to make it as good as possible. Yes, so enjoy it, enjoy it. It's going to be fun this year.
Gehe must win.
Then
my Gehe girls,
then has to work hard.
Yeah, they have to. Like every time, like my heart. So sometimes when they are on there, I just don't want to. Oh, he's my Gehe girl. Nanekia.
Can I say thank you to our sponsors?
Please do.
A program like this cannot survive without serious funding.
Yes.
And so would like to start by saying a very big thank you to our main sponsors. That's the Ghana Education Service, GES, through the Ministry of Education. Would like to say a really big thank you to our corporate sponsors, to Goel PLC. This year they have been extra generous and upgraded their sponsorship from supporting sponsor to partner sponsor.
Nice.
Really grateful to them for all that they are doing for us. To Prudential Life Insurance, Teltigo 80. Now, yes, we want to say a really big thank you to them for staying with us all these years, and Absa Bank is coming back. Thank you very much. Would like to say thank you and welcome back to Unilever.
Okay.
So Unilever is coming back onto the program. They are actually adding a little more zest to the pricing, to the speed race.
Okay.
And so we are calling it the Pepsodent Speed Race now.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. So thank you very much, Unilever, for coming back. It's the 30th anniversary of the baby that you birthed, and you are back, and we are really excited. I want to say a really big thank you to the other to multimedia partner, media station, partner sponsor. Thank you so much for all that you do for us year in and year out at the regional level, at the national level. Your collaboration with us is amazing, and we really cherish that. I want to say thank you to Akua, GTP for the fabrics. This is a new range of fabrics.
Okay, very beautiful.
Yes, so we're showcasing them
Kaufmann
today.
Is, giving me a pose.
Yes, thank you so much to Coronation Insurance. Thank you to everyone that's coming on board and supporting us this year. We have Garnet, we have Beta Malt, we have a number of them. Thank you so much.
And I hope that every single sponsor that has come on board will continue all through, not just for the 30th year celebration, that it would continue through. Thank you so much for being here. Wesley Girls will definitely win.
I hope so. It's time for girls to win.
Yes, it's time. And Gehe, you have to take this. Anyways, so NSMQ was 30 years this year, and the great news is that the grand finale will be happening at the National Theatre, which is very, very exciting. And so we can all go in our numbers to cheer our schools on. I just can't wait for that. And so, yes, make sure that you keep it in mind. NSMQ is 30 years. My guests today have been Akua Mensah, who is the managing director for Prime Time Limited, who have been the producers of NSMQ since its inception in 1993. And then Professor Elsie Kaufmann, who is NSMQ quiz mistress. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful morning.
Thank you. You should say.
Okay, so I've remembered something. No. I don't have a question for you. So on Thursday, Kwame Nkrumah's birthday, right?
Yes.
So we had a very special edition of Prime Morning, and it was a quiz that we organized. So it was a quiz amongst the various stations here at Multimedia. So Joy Prime, Joy FM, Hits FM, and then Nathaniel Atto was the quiz master.
Okay.
And he did an incredible job.
Oh, well done to him.
He did an incredible job. I think he's learning from you.
Good.
Yes. So I just had to, my heart. Professor.
Obviously, it wasn't Joy Prime.
We were second.
Oh, second is also good.
The way I was praying, I was trying hard. But Joy Entertainment won. So congratulations to them regardless. Yeah, it's fine. It's
well,
okay.
Congratulations to you.
Yeah, we were second.
Yes.
Was a 1 point difference? Those are the painful ones.
Yes.
I think it was about 3 points.
That's also
Sorry.
painful,
So,
yes.
thank you very much. Regardless, we did our best. Anyway, so Professor Kaufmann and then Kia Mensah, also thank you so much for being here. And we'll definitely be a part of NSMQ at 30 this year. Viewers, this is where we end this conversation. Don't tune out. Make sure that you share the link. It's very important that you do so. We are doing this all for you. Every single thing that we are discussing on here is just for you. My name is Aboagyewaa coming up.